Hey, Chamari. What's this spring been like? You're kind of the veteran guy there at the safety spot. Are you kind of making sure everybody's kind of in the right spot and getting everybody kind of coming along? What's it been like kind of being kind of, I don't know, it seems like the veteran voice there.
It's been good. I try to tell all the young guys, what they can work on. Try to, critique them, show them what I would do, or like even the not just the young guys, but even like, people my age on the team with my experience. I just try to help them and work with them, and it's been good though.
Anybody kind of through the first 2.5 weeks of spring practice so far standing out in your room and at the safety spots?
I mean, everybody. I feel like everybody showing up to work, like really work, not just get through it. So everybody trying to earn a spot, get better every day. But it's a lot of guys standing up, even from last year. Keontae, Davin Taylor, Tay Daly. Everybody going to work, not Quee. Everybody going to work, trying to get better every day.
Thanks.
Andy?
Yeah, Chamari, who else is working at that nickel spot with you, and what have you seen out of some of those younger guys?
Right now it's me, Naqui Hawkins. Nasir, he coming off an injury. But and some more younger guys at that position. But it's good to see them get out there and go to work, try to get better. And I try to work with them a lot. We talk a lot about football. We talk a lot about what I would do in the situation, or they learn from me. I can see them learning from me and trying to get better because they can see me going to work every day.
I think a couple years ago is when you first started to try out at the nickel spot and kind of took off at that position. How hard is it to pick up? I mean, it seems like a position with a lot of responsibilities. Is that something difficult for a younger guy to pick up on the nuances of it?
Uh, I would say it could be challenging for like young guys, but I feel like when I jumped into the role, I was comfortable with it already. Like I feel like I picked it up easy, but it can be challenging at times because you got to do so much. You got to know when you got to tackle. You got to cover the slot. So yeah, it can be challenging.
You've had a couple of pretty good seasons here, the last two. Where would you like to improve your game specifically?
Uh, Specifically, I mean, I got a lot of improvement to do for sure. But with me, I feel like it's like the little things, like technique, you know, a lot with covering, stuff like that, like the little things, and being a better leader, talking more, things like that.
Thank you.
Norm?
Hey, Jamari, we heard from Dax a little while ago, I guess last week, that Tay Daly is a guy that he said is, quote, wired different. And obviously some of that comes from just the experience of playing and all that. But what do you see from him that makes him sort of a different personality and reflects that maybe wired different thing that Dax was talking about?
I would say, definitely. I would definitely agree with that first though. But I would say like, most guys when they come in, definitely after transferring, it would be like, trying to find a role and trying to fit in with the team. He stand out and try to be a leader like his first day, and that stuck out a lot. But he really worked a lot. Like he worked, you could tell he worked hard, and he really like trying to earn something. And yeah, so that stick out a lot definitely.
Did that surprise you? Like him having that voice right away? Like, does it kind of take you back at first? Like, whoa, who's this dude?
Of course, it surprised me at first, but I mean, that's what I expected when he transferred in. I expected him to be like that. He an older guy. He got a lot of experience, definitely in the SEC. So, I was kind of expecting that, and that's what we got.
Yeah, it goes without saying you guys are going to take a step forward this year, having spring where you didn't have it last year, and being able to kind of get more on the same page than you were last year. It sounded like late last season you guys started to kind of put everything together on the defensive side and start to play a little bit better. What is it this spring that you think you guys need to sort of focus on collectively to sort of continue to get on the same page and, you know, terminology wise, and just figuring out what's important for each group?
You know, I would say this spring is very big for us. You know, missing the last spring, that took a big toll on the season we had. You know, not being that successful. But I would say this spring is really like, you know, we gotta. Last spring we missed out on the live reps, and definitely with a new defense, you got to learn it. So everybody trying to learn it on Zoom. It's challenging for guys to learn everything on Zoom, you know. So for us to be out there running around, you know, getting the live reps, putting it on film, showing what we can do better, and, you know, really being able to learn the positions that we playing. So it was definitely a big impact having this spring.
Does it feel a little more normal this spring? I mean, than it did late last season, just with practices? I know you guys still have to go through protocols, do all that kind of thing, but is there a sense of normalcy at all?
Yeah, I would say it's more normal than last season for sure. Because, you know, everybody getting more used to the situation that we was in. So, yeah, I would say it's more normal.
Thanks, Ben.
David Teal.
Chamari, is there, Coach Fuente was mentioning last week just this appreciation and gratitude he has for each practice because he sees teams around the country, including some in the ACC, such as Pitt and Georgia Tech, that have had to pause their spring practices because of COVID. Is there still a vigilance of paying attention to protocol and such so that you guys don't have any disruptions here?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We got to stay on top of protocol. You know, if not, we won't be able to take advantage of the practices that we got. So, you know, you never know what might happen, but we try to stay on top of everything and, you know, go by the rules, for sure.
And do you guys feel, Jermaine's back there this spring, correct?
Yes.
I mean, how good is it to have that veteran presence back after all that he went through last season, really all that the defensive backfield went through?
I mean, you know, that's very big for us to get Jermaine back. That was big for the whole defense, the whole team, really, to get him back. You know, that's a very experienced guy, you know, getting more older guys around. So that was very big for us.